the creation of hybrid.
Italian girl from New York. This is the big time for me.
Well, that's right. Well, we appreciate you being here.
But most importantly, I think it's about bringing people together, and the performance we did last night at the Grammys was, and what we've been doing with the egg and the rebirth. It's meant to signify an artistic statement of birthing a new race, and it's a race with no prejudice, a race within the race of humanity that bears no prejudice against anyone. So that's really the statement in itself.
Well, that's great. That's really good. That's really good. Wow.
Interesting shell-like sculpture.
I think this was her plan all along, to have eccentric outfits each time, so now she can just have bubbles, and no one knows it's her.
Yes, she's already making a scene on the red carpet. Look over it when you cut to it for real.
We're effort to get her on the carpet then, right? People gonna come through on the carpet again, or no? What are we talking?
But most importantly, I think it's about bringing people together, and the performance we did last night at the Grammys was, and what we've been doing with the egg and the rebirth. It's meant to signify an artistic statement of birthing a new race, and it's a race with no prejudice, a race within the race of humanity that bears no prejudice against anyone. So that's really the statement in itself.
The Tree of Life is a 110-foot monument to nature. It is a center for creativity, knowledge sharing, and healing that has a life after Burning Man. The goal of this project is to be the home of art and performance that inspires social and environmental change.
Trees grow and incorporated natural principles of Fibonacci into the main structure. This gave us a repetition in the angles, which made it possible to construct in modules that can be pre-assembled. The design is split into 4 parts. There's a main structure made out of glue-laminated timber and metal connectors, a walkway that takes you from the outside of the tree to a temple space at the top, a fabric facade with 2 faces incorporated, and branches and leaves that forms a canopy for light shows and projections.
The creation of hybrid.
Italian girl from New York. This is the big time for me.
Well, that's right. Well, we appreciate you being here.
But most importantly, I think it's about bringing people together, and the performance we did last night at the Grammys was, and what we've been doing with the egg and the rebirth. It's meant to signify an artistic statement of birthing a new race, and it's a race with no prejudice, a race within the race of humanity that bears no prejudice against anyone. So that's really the statement in itself.
Well, that's great. That's really good. That's really good.
Interesting shell-like sculpture.
I think this was her plan all along, to have eccentric outfits each time, so now she can just have bubbles and no one knows it's her.
Yes, she's already making a scene on the red carpet. Look over it when you cut to it in the real.
We're ever to get her on the carpet then, right? She's gonna come through on the carpet again, or no? Are we talking?
But most importantly, I think it's about bringing people together, and the performance we did last night at the Grammys was, and what we've been doing with the egg and the rebirth. It's meant to signify an artistic statement of birthing a new race, and it's a race with no prejudice, a race within the race of humanity that bears no prejudice against anyone. So that's really the statement in itself.
Okay, guys. All right, guys. So here we go. I want to talk to y'all for a sec. So I have to use these lenses to block out the light. It's been messing with my eyes. So now do you understand? This is what I was called to do from the very beginning, and the only way to have done this was to do that. That's what resolved the mystery of everything. So you literally, in just a slideshow with just a very small percentage of the data that the Lord's given me, we proved out the mystery of all mysteries, of everything. Everything. So anyway, what I'm going to continue to do is to find creative ways, like you just saw. I want to thank Dave for helping me out with that, to repackage the material and add to it, so you guys understand the human host body is a kelipot. That's why I showed you the definition repetitively. Say this to yourself. A kelipot is my body. A kelipot is a shell. A kelipot is a husk. A kelipot is my body. A kelipot is a shell. A kelipot is a husk or a peel that surrounds fruit. Okay, and so that's why these things like Marina Abramovich, where they do spirit cooking, it's real. It is, because that's what's going on inside of us. There's one spirit cooking the other. That's why I showed you isotoxal. Beyonce was wearing her, here, I'll show you. Just wait a minute. Okay, so, here's Beyonce at the Grammy Awards. Sorry, she's dressed as the Virgin. And on her dress right here is an isotoxal star. And she's pregnant with twins. Well, this is so significant. First of all, it's so demonic that you're carrying twins. And she knows what I know. And she knows that those twins are in an isotoxal star. And what that means is it's edge transitive. So picturing one becoming the other, that's all that isotoxal really means. It's edge transitive. So one edge transfers to the other edge in an isotoxal polytope. And so it required all this knowledge to solve this riddle. That's why the Lord God gave me a supernatural gift of knowledge. This is not natural. How in the world would I be able to put all this together. There's no way. This is a gift sent by God. That's why my name means gift from God. Look up Jonathan. It means Yahweh is given, and he used me as a conduit to give it all to you. And so now everything's panned out. But so you can see the Ouroboros right here on her dress, and it's inside, and she's carrying twins, and this is all inside an isotoxal star, and that's just it's no different than what Lady Gaga said. My performance is about a new race of beings being birthed within the human race. Spirit cooking, Marina Abramovich, it's all the same. The Statue of Liberty holding the flame, that's the imprisoned lightning, which is all of us. Live out your life as exiles. She's the mother of the exiles. Do you get it? Anyway, this is just so obvious now. Now that the data is done, let me just show you that this is so cool. Look, this is a clear plastic layover, and I'll just put it right on top so you can see. There you go. So she's got an isotoxal star, and so she's carrying twins. So I had Dave the Wave crop the twins that, like she's carrying, because inside of her she's got twins. I wrote Cain and Abel, that's Cain and Abel, and it's isotoxal, so we'll go like this, and that's what's going on. I mean, she's literally, on her dress, she's got the whole system going on right there in her dress. I mean, it's just insane. It's literally insane. These people, and the thing is, and I want to be very clear about this. I see people that do Jonathan Kleck hate channels. There's no spirit of Christ in them. I don't hate Beyonce because Beyonce's doing this. I feel sorry for her, man. Pray for her. But all the haters, anyone that hates and does hate channels, those people are demons. All of them, every one of them that thinks they have a channel that's supposed to find false prophets. All they need to do to find the false prophet is look in the mirror. That's all they got to do. So there it is. So there's an Ouroboros that's called autosarcophagy. The serpent eating its own tail, that's called autosarcophagy, and it means self-cannibalization, because that's what the host body does to all of us. We self-cannibalize, and I'll just prove it out real quick. I showed you the definition of Ouroboros during the presentation. There it is. An Ouroboros, an ancient symbol depicting the serpent or dragon eating its own tail, or originating in ancient Egyptian iconography. But what's really interesting is it was adopted as a symbol in Gnosticism and Hermeticism, and most notably, look, in alchemy, right there. Alchemy is the, transmutation. That's turning one thing to another. So that's what it represents. So then let me show you this, self-cannibalization. And let's just do a little knowledge here. Self-cannibalization is a practice of eating oneself. It's called auto-cannibalization, autosarcophagy. Okay, that's why they buried pharaohs, in a sarcophagus. It literally means flesh eating. That's what a sarcophagus means. Anyway, so, this kind of knowledge is sent from the Lord. It's not mine. I could go on and on and on and on. So anyway, Lady Gaga, Grammy Awards, that's why she's got a serpent on her dress. This is a clear plastic layover. I'll just slide it over there. See it? There it is, right on her dress. And it's form-fitting. It fits, the form of her body. So there's the serpent. All I did was simply draw it in for your perception. Anyway, so this is a done deal. I would like to ask everybody, because there's always, there's a need, and sometimes the need's greater than other times. But, I appreciate the people that help out, that y'all make this possible. But what I'd like to do is show you guys, please support the channel. We've got a lot of work to do now. We've got a whole lot of work. And let's see, Jonathan Kleck, where is my channel? There it is. Sorry. I'm so used to being in the creative studio. By the way, if you haven't seen You Are Exiles, the DVD, for anyone that doesn't know what's going on, go to my channel and watch the entire You Are Exiles DVD. That will catch you up. Look, and let me talk to you for a sec. A lot of people come in late. They don't know. You haven't been following this channel for a while, and you're like probably, you're freaking out. You see all this stuff, but you don't understand the full gravity and what it all means. If you want to get up to speed, you know, watch the You Are Exiles DVD. That should get you up to speed on most things, okay? I'll probably do a video here where I show you like from beginning to end. Like anyone that's a beginner here, man, let me just get you started. I'll give you a set of videos that you should watch that'll take you from beginning to end, because I put it in the slideshow. Look, unless you turn everything upside down, you never got saved. I love you in Christ. I owe it to you to tell you the truth. I'm not going to be popular for telling everybody that, but in the end, I was obedient to the one that called me, and that's all that matters. And he's proven it out now. 100% nylon. Give me a break. 100% no line. It's what resolved all of this. Every bit of data you see is because of that resolution. So it's proven out. Anyway, I'll try and do that for y'all for the beginners, and I'll do a short presentation where I just have all the videos lined up for you guys to watch. Now, if anyone can support the channel, please do it. We have some work to do, and it's kind of stressing me out a little bit. Here's our PayPal address, PayPal@JK@JonathanKleck.com, or you can simply send it to J Kleck. Hang on, no. That's annoying. Let's see. How should I do it? Well, I'll just do it in the address bar up top. J Kleck, P.O. Box 91281, San Antonio, Texas 78209. There you go. So J Kleck, P.O. Box 91281, San Antonio, Texas 78209. That's where you can send support. And letters. Let me talk to you about letters. I love getting letters from people. I don't like getting 10-page letters. I just don't have the time. It's like I don't have time to read, 4 or 5 pages when there's a stack of letters. You understand? So, man, it would be awesome. I love getting letters. Just keep them. No 10-page testimonies. I just don't have time. It's just too much with what I do. So just being honest. Okay. Let's see what else. At the end of the slideshow you just saw, I want you to understand how profound this is right here, that you understand that after all of this, that the coordinates for the Burning Man Festival, and I want y'all to understand that we ended this slideshow on something that's so profound, it's mind-boggling, because the outlay for this whole Burning Man thing, the outlay for it is in the shape of the Citra Akra, which is the opposing serpents, which represent in Jude everlasting chains of darkness, the serpents going in opposite directions. Those are the everlasting chains of darkness. It says forward and backwards ligaments of the body. Well, because now we're in serpent flesh, that's why the Vatican's in the shape of a serpent that's pregnant. That's why, the Targum says, and he made vestures of honor from the skin of the serpent. That's why Genesis 3 says he made them, garments. And the garments mean leather. We are in the skin of the serpent. So let me show you something that is so profound. That's why Lady Gaga is wearing a serpent on her dress. That's why Kendall Jenner, look, see, she's got all these opposing serpents. Because, see right there, look at Kendall Jenner right here, serpent. That's no different than the Mayan temples, guys. It's no different than, the serpent stuff all over the world. Here's Beyonce coming down in her serpent dress. I mean, and then it splits into two, because that represents like the double-headed phoenix. Because we are the double-headed phoenix. Cleanse your hearts, you double-minded. Okay, so now let me show you this thing really quick. I want to get to I want to show it to you and explain it. The slideshow was great. I mean, I sat here and watched it and was like, this is so good just for understanding. But let me explain one thing to y'all real quick so you understand. Again, say it out loud to yourself. The Kelipot. And this is so important because the Lord had me, the Lord educated me himself. I was educated by no man. No man educated me. The Lord educated me. I have the gift of knowledge, the gift of discernment, the gift of wisdom. The Lord's let me operate in the gift of miracles, the gift of healing, the gift of laying on hands. I speak in tongues. All those spiritual gifts He's allowed me to participate in. I've cast out demons, laid hands on people that were incurable, and they were well quickly, very quickly. So anyway, so let me show you this. This is the gift of knowledge, and you have to understand how profound this is. Okay, watch this. Okay, the Kelipot is represented by an 11-pointed star. There it is. Okay, let me just get to the one where it says it. There it is. Okay, the Kelipot is represented by an 11-pointed star. That's called a hendecagram. Okay, and the Statue of Liberty, which represents all the angels that followed Lucifer, that's why they built the Statue of Liberty, and she's the mother of exiles. Okay, so when you look in the center of the Kelipot, I've colored the right side up and upside down. I've colored the right side up and upside down triangle red, and then I colored the star, and I put a V in the middle of the star just so y'all will understand. That represents the number 5, okay? That represents the number 5, the V, okay? And because everything's about this 5 and 5, half and half paradigm, that's the way of understanding all this. Now watch. But that star represents one of God's children. That's an angel. That's a spark of holiness that's trapped inside the human host body. Because this Kelipot represents the host body, and that star represents one of God's angels. Now let me show you. So here is a perfect representation of who you are. You're that star that got caught right in the middle, and you're being transmuted. And when you turn a star upside down, what does it become? Well, that's the sigil of Baphomet right there. That's an upside down star. That's a goat. You turn from sheep to goat. So a sheep's right side up and a goat's upside down. Do you get it? I'll judge between one sheep and another, separating the sheep from the goats. Okay, because their symbol is a goat. Okay, that's why on the US currency, watch. E pluribus unum. You see it says e pluribus unum right there? Okay, let me take you to the Bible and let me show you who e pluribus unum is. A pluribus unum, let's see. A pluribus unum is Genesis 1:26. It said, and Elohim said, let us make man a Kelipot in our own image. So watch. I'll do Genesis, I'll do 1, and I'll go down right here. And it said, so God, which is Elohim, that's many in one because it's plural. Said, let us, that's plural. God is plural. Let us. That's many in one. See, that's why it's plural. Gods of the supreme God, magistrates, angels. It's all plural. See, this is many in one. This is the representation of the Statue of Liberty. Let us make man in our, look, representative figure, especially an idol. The Lord God does not make figures, especially idols. The Lord God is not a vain show, but Elohim is a representative figure, especially an idol. Now, that is why the Kelipot, when you read your definitions during the slideshow, it says is a representation of impure spiritual forces, and they are synonymous with idolatry. What's synonymous with idolatry? A Kelipot. What's a Kelipot? A host body. Let us make man in our representative figure, especially an idol. You see, it all fits like a glove, man. Absolute perfection in data. I mean, guys, look, I've done engineering classes, I've done science classes. This data is not arguable. This is court admissible. You're done data. This is the data that hangs you. This is it. This is it. This is the one that judges you. The truth is what judges everybody, by the way. So if this is the truth, then it's going to judge those people that don't accept the truth. And by the way, there's no way to see the truth without turning everything upside down. It's the only thing I'm dogmatic about. Okay, so anyway, so let me show you how profound this is. So look, the Kelipot, this is your host body, this 11-pointed star. That surrounds holiness, which is the star in the inside. And it's in a right side up, upside down system. Right side up triangle, upside down. That's the system you're trapped in, male and female. Now, on the U.S. currency, it says e pluribus unum. There's 13 stripes, 13 leaves, 13 olives, 13 stars, 13 letters on the other side where it has the, Novus Ordo Seclorum and Annuit Coeptus. And 13 is the number of rebellion against God and all the world governments that are satanic. And so on our dollar bill right here above the eagle, that's a phoenix. It's a single-headed. And so look, if you just simply connect all the stars, here's what it makes. It makes the same thing as the Kelipot. Look right there. Bam. And guess what? And what's in the dead center of this thing? There you go. Right there. That's you. That's you. The stars. Okay, so see, you just connect all these right side up triangle, upside down triangle, and look what's in the middle. E pluribus unum. And so we're all caught in a host body. That's why Jude says, and angels that left their own estate, been in their own abode, he is kept in everlasting forward and backward chains, ligaments of the body, darkness. Because the Citra Acra, which I've shown you, I'll show you right now, the Citra Acra is the realm of darkness. See? This is their book, the Kabbalah, the book of Citra Acra, the grimoire of dragons of the other side. So see, these are opposing chains of darkness. One goes this way, one goes this way, and your host body's inside. You're inside the opposing chains of darkness. And so just imagine that at the Burning Man Festival, the latitude is 40 and 119, okay? 40 north, 119 west, okay? Latitude and longitudinal lines. 40 means Abimelech. Father is king, a Philistine. David had to kill Goliath, was a Philistine. Oh wow, 119. And I'm gonna open this so you see it with your own eyes because I almost couldn't believe it. We're gonna go to Genesis, watch. Here in Genesis 1:26, and God said, let us make man. Look at the word for man. Look at the word for man. See, it says Hebrew word 120. Let us make man in our image. But it's from the root word right here, 119. I'm going to highlight it yellow now so it's easier to see. Look. Oh, 119. So the word for man is Adam. This is, Adam, Adam. So here in Genesis 1:26, when the cumulative sum of Lucifer and the angels said, let us make Adam, like man, Hebrew word 120, let us make man 120. It comes from the root word 119. See right there? So so I'm going to click on 119, watch. There it is, 119, Adam. So at the Burning Man Festival, they literally have a Citra Acra surrounding, it's identical to the Citra Acra and the Kelipot, and they're burning a man in the dead center of it. I mean, you got to be joking. I mean, this is the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life. It doesn't get any more insane. That the place where they're actually burning the effigy of a human is inside, right there. Right there is where they do it. Look, watch. Right here is where they burn him. This is where it gets burned. And this is, just put a serpent's head here and a serpent's head here. And this is the Kelipot right here in the middle. And right in the center is you. Burning Adam. 119. Wow. And a Philistine king. That's insanity, guys. So anyway, now you know. Okay, mystery solved. And Anyway, I don't want to go just keep going off. There's a lot to there's so much to show you guys. Let me see if okay. You know what? I'm just going to show you one other thing real quick. I want you to understand. This is all serpents wrapped around, but it's also in decagram. Watch. I will move it over here to the endecagram. You see it? Because we're surrounded by serpent skin. Because don't forget, you're right here in the middle. You're that star in the middle. So this is your condition right there. That's you. You're that star in the middle in the right side up, upside down system, and you're surrounded by everlasting chains of darkness, which is serpent skin. Told you. Anyway, yeah, this kind of understanding only comes from one place. It only comes from the Lord God. So anyway, there it is. And that's why the Statue of Liberty has chains on it. It represents leaving heaven, liberty, so getting set free, and then she's chained to the hendecagram. And don't forget, she's got DNA all the way down. There's the Twin Towers that got burned and made into one. So the two became one. And she's standing on top of the representation of your host body. This picture, guys, this is, there's nothing showing here, but, this picture is so important. This is a dead sheep, guys. This is a dead ram. Okay, it's a sheep. It's a bighorn sheep. And it's also a serpent. There's the eye of the serpent. There's the eye of the serpent. And what's crazy about this is it's literally the same thing as the Vatican. So there you go. There's the head of a ram. There's a dead sheep. That's the largest altar in the world, is a dead sheep. And then there's a serpent. So there's a dead sheep and a serpent on that girl. It says wicked. I mean, come on. It says half. Anyway, let's see. There you go. This is no different than the serpent right here. The whole Vatican's a serpent. There's the Rio Olympic Stadium. It's a vagina, and at the top of the vagina is this perpetual motion. It's a flame. Let me show you. That's the same as this is the area right here. I'm sorry, the area I just showed you. That was the shadow made by the Washington Monument, which is inside the Vesica Piscis. Okay, you see the 6 and the 9 it makes? It's the perpetual motion of the same thing. That flame right there in this cauldron that was lit, that is the same exact place, and I'll put it where it goes, as this is the Olympic Stadium, and this thing is right here. I mean, you got to be kidding me, right? I mean, do you understand? I mean, this is right here. That would be where the clitoris is. And so now we know that what the bait was, the dual host body system, that's what was used to take out God's angels. And now let me just show you this one thing right here. I'm going to play this one more time just so you can see it. Just picture the serpent. I'm going to pause it. And the Lord God said, behold, the man, Adam, is become as one of us to know good and evil. Okay, now lest he put forth his tree and take from the tree of life and eat and live forever. So, see, we're trapped in these bodies, and unless we stretch forth our hands and we take from the tree of life, which is Christ, and live forever. So this mystery is solved, guys. Okay, so there it is. 40 means my father is king. It's a Philistine. Goliath was a Philistine, which represents the other race of beings. 119 means Adam. So the coordinates of the Burning Man festival, if looked up in the Hebrew lexicon, quite literally translate to my father is king, a Philistine, and they are burning man, Adam. Okay, there it is, guys. All glory to God. All glory to God. So, yeah, if you guys, if the Lord leads you, please support the ministry this month. I don't know how long we have. It's not long, but there's some stuff that needs to be tied up. And he's got me doing it. So let's do it. Let's get it done. All right, it's time to go home, folks. Now you know the reason that the Lord is going to burn root and branch. The root's the below ground. The branches are the above ground. So he's going to burn it all. The host body system has to be completely and utterly destroyed. So the earth is reserved for fire. Now you know why. Because what's going on inside the host body is where the real battle is. Okay, so now you know spirit cooking is that. That's what's going on. And so the way to get saved is turn one of your eyes, start, get an image of the Virgin, turn it upside down, look at the dead sheep. Just go to the folders I've got for you guys. We'll do another video where I show you how to download those folders. I'll show you what folders are most important, okay? All right, God bless, guys. Jesus is coming. I'm a harbinger, guys. Come on. I mean, duh. It's so obvious now, isn't it? It's like, yeah, he's a harbinger. All right, God bless.